Starseeds, welcome to your weekly reading for July the 4th to the 10th. Let's get started and see what messages we have for the Starseed Collective. We're going to go through a couple of oracle decks and then jump into the tarot cards. What are the themes for the Starseeds this week? Oh boy, lots of messages coming out. Okay, we've got 5 cards. Let's have a look. Oh, 6 cards. There was one hiding there. Oh my goodness, look at all of this. Okay, so we've got the Cirrus Star Blessings and the Arcturian Light Codes. So Cirrus Star Blessing says, yes, proceed, be seen, push through. Absolutely. So this is a week to be seen, to really come out and push through any sort of blocks you might be feeling. You're probably feeling a little bit like you want to hide, and I think that's why this card is coming out. The Arcturian Light Code says here, evolutionary downloads, recalling power and future thinking. So seeing these two messages together sort of makes me feel like we're sort of experiencing a lot of stuff this week, and it's important to sort of push through and make sure that you're not hiding, that you're being seen, and that you're being yourself, you're being authentic. We also see here the ancestral realm coming through. So karmic release, healing lineage, and boundaries. So it's almost like by being seen and by pushing through this energy, you're sort of healing ancestral energies. You're releasing karma as you push through and show your divine talents and present your light outward. Speaking of light, we see the Sword of Light and solar light upgrades as well. Solar light upgrades, solar plex chakra. Again, that inner fire, the willpower to really be creative, to express your emotions, to be sort of tapped into that I feel. And the I can, I'm sort of feeling a mix of sacral and solar plex as I'm looking at this card. So having that confidence to be yourself and to express yourself creatively and confidently, knowing that you are divinely protected and that you're almost receiving some breakthrough energy this week. Oh, no wonder I was thinking of the sacral chakra. There it is, sacred inner space, sacral chakra. Yeah, you're really being called out this week, Starseeds, really being called out to tap into those divine talents, those divine gifts, that release that comes by just being authentic and by expressing yourself with tenderness and also with inner fire. It's that idea of just being connected to yourself and not doubting it, not dismissing it, not second guessing, not hesitating, knowing that you're protected and connected to source, as we all are, and sort of having a breakthrough moment where you cut ties and cords with things that are keeping you small, keeping you not taking up space. We've all been there where, you've had these moments maybe where you've even felt triggered by other people who are able to step into their moments, really, really leaning in. And sometimes that can itself be a trigger for us when we see that confident expression. If we're not expressing our own self, sometimes it can be a trigger to almost feel small yourself, like to shrink. But that is definitely not what you need this week. Bottom of the deck, we see the inner earth card. So there's your root chakra. So you're really tapping into the lower chakras. You've got your root, your sacral, and your solar plex chakra highlighted here. So it's really time to feel grounded and secure in who you are, express yourself, and have that personal power that says, I can. This is fascinating. All of these cards really revealing to us this need to sort of pay attention to the lower chakras. As starseeds, we're really very interested in the upper chakras, aren't we? But it's almost time to stay grounded this week, to really, really be connected to the self in this earthly plane, and to not try to escape that, almost to say, I am here and I am happy to be here. I am expressing myself authentically, and I am grounded in my presence here now, Interesting. Let's see what is creating a block for starseeds this week. What is creating maybe the need for healing? Let's see here. We're going to cut this deck to see what message comes through for the starseeds. Hope. Isn't that interesting? The message says here, your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. I feel like we're seeing this hope card again to sort of bring you back up. I can't help but feel like this may have been a week of, again, like this card is saying, sort of a low point and needing to sort of shine from within. To have that hope and that inner flame, as you can see, to shine from within and shine outward, authentic and true. Bottom of the deck is self-sabotage. Absolutely. It says here, when you learn to get out of your way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent us from achieving our true goals. It's so true. It's the inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. So that's very interesting. I feel like this is a week to have hope and to step into your space. Take up space. Really lean in to your moment here and to who you are, Starseed. Don't feel like you have to stay small. Even if you're feeling like you're not sure what to do, tap into that personal power, that creative center, that place where you feel you belong, and express it. Express it without being attached to the outcome, without being attached to other people's opinions or their beliefs at all. This is about you being authentically you. That is what you are divinely purpose for your presence here. That is your divine purpose, just to express yourself. I saw this beautiful post the other day that said that, it's our responsibility to be expressing our joy right now. It's our responsibility to share our gifts and our bliss with the rest of the world, so that others are sort of led by that example of seeing, that person is leaning in and being joyful and expressing their bliss and following where they feel guided to go confidently. Let's see what the tarot cards are going to reveal to us for you this week, Starseeds. First row, let's have a look. First row talks of the where you find yourself right now in the present moment. Look at this. Look at this. We've got the 7, the 9 of Swords, we've got the 7 of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles, all in reverse. All in reverse. So really needing to avoid those self-sabotaging thoughts that are lying to you, keeping you small. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. It's the Fool in reverse. So yeah, there is a new beginning here for you, but you need to take a leap of faith here. You're going to need some self-care this week. Be gentle with yourself. You could be feeling paranoid. You're really worried about what other people are thinking about you this week. You need to let that go as kindly and gently as possible. This is fooling you. You are fooling yourself if you think that you're small and that you can't take up space. You need to just shine your light, my dear Starseeds. That's what you're here to do. You might be feeling blocked by indecision and fear. You might be feeling overwhelmed and thinking that you're making the wrong choice. I feel like that is a lie. I feel like you are lying to yourself when you say that, but it could be coming from a genuine place of feeling insecure. But that is the self-sabotage. You must have hope that you can sort of overcome that feeling. And seeing the Queen of Pentacles in reverse really says to me it's time to take care of the self. Without being self-absorbed, like taking care of yourself by being kind to yourself, not overindulging, not overworking, not smothering others, and sort of not being too focused on the material, but really focusing on the true self. the true self, really letting yourself shine and take up space and feeling connected to life. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is here to help ground you. She's in reverse because the self-worth is low right now. You know, the connection you feel to this earth and this down-to-earth life that we have to embody as well is low. And it's like you're being called to connect, to reconnect, you know, to reconnect so that you can express yourself. There is a feeling of paralysis around your soul path right now, and it's coming through maybe because you're exhausted, maybe because you're having a hard time trusting yourself. You're needing to sort of take this beautiful divine leap of faith where you say to yourself, all will be well, and I can do this, and I'm gonna go for it. I'm not gonna sabotage myself because I'm feeling afraid or blocked or intimidated or anxious or paranoid. You know, this is interesting, very, very interesting. It's a very dense environment being here in the earth plane, and it's like we can't reject that. We can't deny that we're here, otherwise we're living in sort of an illusion, and so it's like connecting more will be of assistance to you. You might need some time for this for it to sink in, but in the meantime, have an honest look at these thoughts. Are they serving you, or are they keeping you feeling trapped, blocked, fearful, scared, small, lack of confidence? You know, that's not serving you. It may be time to sort of just shake it out, connect into some time with nature maybe, and in some meditative space so that you can really connect to yourself here, now, in the now, you know, and really see what shifts for you as a result. Now let's see what the second row of your cards will guide you towards. This is your best guidance. There's the Ace of Swords coming out. You got to shift your perspective. All those cards all came out at once. Another 7 here for you, and another Queen in reverse. So you could be feeling triggered by something, and that might be what's causing the self-sabotage. It's sort of creating a more explosive sense of yourself instead of one that is calm and grounded. You might be feeling like you're comparing yourself to other people. Again, that paranoid feeling coming through. You're being guided here to sort of move away from things that have caused those emotional wounds, and to shift your perspective about that. You might be having a hard time feeling connected to others right now. You might be looking at others and thinking to yourself, I don't want to connect to any of this. But you're being guided to connect. You're really being guided to connect and to see anything that is sort of keeping you small and feeling, ooh, look at that, all of those just fell over. Keeping you small and feeling guarded because you don't want to be hurt. It's like you're being guided to push through those feelings and to sort of say, I'm going to be okay. All will be well in the end. All will be well. And to make a choice where you want to invest yourself. Where do you feel most connected? Where do you feel confident? Where do you feel like you're being authentic in your expression? This Ace of Swords tells me you need a mind shift. Like you're really being guided to shift your perspective, to have a new idea about something. And we did see there was a card here about the evolutionary downloads. So this could be your new perspective coming through, and you're being guided to sort of release yourself from any clouded judgment. You know, don't keep yourself to yourself. Really get out there and start connecting with others again. That Three of Swords tells me that there has been pain before when you've done that, and that there's almost this Queen of Wands in reverse energy saying, I'll get them for that. You know, like the Queen of Wands is not an energy I would ever want to tangle with when she's in reverse, because it can be a time where you're almost suppressing emotions because you feel insecure about something. Again, we see that in the Nine of Swords. So you're sort of being guided to push through that and to transmute that. You know what I mean? So that it's not it's not this force that's taking over you, but rather it's something that you're using to further your own sort of healing, because we saw that card come through as well. You really are being guided to heal any sort of past pain that you're hanging on to shift your perspective away from this energy that says you need to take revenge or you need to get your rights back or I'll show them. It's really coming from a place of insecurity. You might even be comparing yourself to other people and then feeling small, like saying, oh wow, they're out there doing that and I'm not doing anything. And that's sabotaging you. Instead of feeling hope and inspiration from others, it's having the reverse effect right now this week. So let's pull a final card to close your reading, Starseeds, to see what is the highest guidance for the Starseed Collective this week. Taking in all of these messages of sort of sitting in those lower chakras and really aligning yourself with your personal power, your feelings of security and grounding, and your expression, your creative and sensual expression, tapping into that. Okay, wonder. So that's your final message. It says here, miracles are everywhere. Remember your childlike awe. Everything is in perfect order. Broaden your perspective and trust divine harmony. There's the image on the card. So really a week of reconnecting into that space of that childlike awe where miracles are everywhere and everything just feels like it's going to be okay, and trusting that divine timing and divine harmony so that you can say all is well and all will be well. Everything is moving towards a place of harmony and miracles. This is a perspective shift that we saw in the Ace of Swords. This is a choice that we see in the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords. You've got 3 sevens here. It's really about shifting perspective, making a choice to shift your perspective emotionally, mentally, and in your day practices. So really being mindful this week about where you're at with things. Are you sitting in a space of wonder or a space of fear? This is interesting. A space of fear and scarcity and lack and hiding, instead of taking up space, trusting the timing and broadening your perspectives instead of having a narrow or limited perspective about yourself. We saw hope and self-sabotage to start your reading, in addition to all of these other cards that are speaking about you sort of tapping into the lower chakras in order to bring healing and expansion into your energy. I'm going to leave it at that for you this week, Starseeds. If this has resonated for you, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. If you would like a personal reading, you can find that information in the description below. I'm sending you so much love and light, my friends. Take care and have a great week.